Hello and welcome, friends. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. I know I initially canceled this. I had a migraine, and so I laid down and took some medicine, laid down, and I feel better. So thought, you know what? I will live up to my commitment here, and here I am. But if nobody shows, that's fine. There's always a replay. So I am working with papers from Relatively Thoughtful, and the set is called the Practically Perfect Nanny. So it's Mary Poppins related. I love that umbrella with the little parrot on it. That's pretty cool. But I'm working on KCC 18. So far I have, let's move that out of the way. I have sketch 1. I have sketch 2. I never explain anything. I have sketch 3, which this is probably my favorite of the pictures that are in the paper pack. I have sketch 4. I have sketch 5. Love this one too. I have sketch 6. I have sketch 7. I told you she was tricky. I have sketch 8. And I have sketch 9 all done. So I need to move on to sketch 10. That's this one with all the circles. So it looks like I need two 2-inch circles of pattern paper. And I've got all the scraps here in this right here. So I can probably work with scraps on that. 2 circles of pattern paper. And they're going to be overlapped. So I want to kind of be careful about what I use. Okay, we're going to do, let's do the rainbow umbrellas. I'll do some raindrops. Okay. You can't hear me? Okay, let me switch to my other microphone. Okay. Okay, let's try a different microphone. My microphone stand is broken, so it won't get close enough to me. Let's see if I can make this behave itself. Nope. Oh, golly. Technology, gotta love it. Come on, be good. How about now? Can you hear me now? Everything's delayed, so I have no idea if you can hear me or not. Mike, can you hear me? Oh, okay, I'm very soft. Let's see if I can, and I've got the volume all the way up. Let's try this other microphone. Any better with that one? Hi, Teresa. Okay. Well, I wish I was soft in real life. Let's see if I can get this any closer. Get this as close here. You can still just barely hear me? Well, what the heck is wrong here? Oh, is that way better? Okay. Perfect. Okay, back to where I was then. So I'm working on sketch 10 and I need pattern paper of 2-inch circles. So I've got these patterns and I'm going to use my punch because I can. If I can find the 2-inch punch one. Okay. So I'll punch your raindrops. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't like this punch because papers like to get stuck in it. But I will survive. I'll get these little umbrellas. Okay, I can get a touch of blue in there. And then I need 2 solid 2-inch ones. Come on out. Come out, you little turkey. There we go. Okay. And there are solids in this. So I think I'll go with the purple. Okay, I don't know what was going on with that whole microphone situation, but I'm glad it's resolved. I do not know why these never want to come out. Okay. And I need one that's 1 3/4, a 1-inch one, and a 3/4 inch one. Okay. I don't have a 1 3/4, so I am going to have to use a die. So 1 3/4. I bet this is it. Put it down here. 1 3. Yep, there's 1 3/4. Might as well get out my 1-inch, my 3/4 inch. And I'm going to pull out this guy because I can. And I've got my homemade little magnetic. I made the magnet. I took an old magnet from my what's that thing called? My Empress, and cut it down to fit these. And then I'm using a paper shim, 110-pound paper or 120-pound paper shim, and the embossing shim, and then a pad, and it works. So happy about that. Let's get these. Let's move stuff so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. What did I say I was going to use? Well, I need a white one. I've got a scrap of white right here. Hi, Peggy. Well, that didn't cut very well. Let's try that again. All of my cutting things are failing on me, friends. All of them. Let's try. Well, let's just run it again. This is 120-pound paper too, so. There we go. Okay, then I need, oh, okay, paper D. Which one was paper D? I get to decide. I think I'm going to go with the umbrella for paper D. And then, uh-oh. There it is. So paper D. Nope, we're going to call the raindrops paper D because this thing is so small. So that's one thing. If you do Kendra's Card Challenge and you just kind of do your own thing, then any paper can be A, B, C, D, or E, you know what I mean? And then it has like a black one, which doesn't necessarily have to be black. It can be any color. Okay, so let's do, now I'm used mostly just papers from the paper pack, but I do have some of my own papers sprinkled in, just my solids. Hi, Chow. I said hi to Teresa. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Glow. Thanks for coming, guys. Sorry if you saw my message earlier, I had canceled because I didn't feel good, but I'm okay now. So let's get these things out of the way. Uh-oh. That dropped somewhere. And then I need paper A, which is a completely different paper. So let's do this one. And it needs to be 1/2 inch. An inch, and then that's 1/2 inch. It looks like I need quarter, so 1 inch piece, and that's going to be whatever I pick to be black, which is this pink, which means I need to take another one out because I cut this one too short. I don't know if I can find another one handy. Wait, is this? This isn't exactly it, but this is pretty close. We'll do this one. Do that 1 inch. Okay. So Sally from Relatively Thoughtful sent me these papers, and I'm just didn't really want to do a journal with them, but I did want to use them and show them off because she was kind enough to send them to me. So I thought, why not do KCC 18 with them? Oh, you didn't get a notification. You know what? Because I probably didn't schedule the live until too late. Like, because I changed my mind almost last minute, thinking I should do my live and save my canceling for big emergencies. It was a big emergency when I had the migraine, but it went away. I still have a slight headache, but it's not a migraine. So, okay, so this needs to be the whole length of the card. So I am working on KCC 18 with this, with the papers from Relatively Thoughtful. The pack is called the Practically Perfect Nanny. And so I am using up these papers. This needs to be, okay, 4 1/4. And see, you would make that almost directly on the card base, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it on a separate piece and then glue it down. So what color do I want it? I don't want to go too crazy with the colors. I'm glad you're here, Linda. Oh, thank you so much, Gloria. I think white, honestly. I do. So this one kind of goes right about here. It looks like it might be a 1/2 inch in, so let's borrow the T-ruler here. And actually, when I do this, I like to use this ruler because it measures this way too. Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Hope you had a good Easter. Let's make sure I don't get my houses upside down, even though it's so small you can barely tell their houses. Okay, so then dun, 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 dun. Do you guys make noises when you're dunking things down? Dun, dun, dun. No. Dun. Nope, I got this all backwards. I'm looking at the sketch here. There we go. Because this one needs to come up over here. Okay. I think I've got it. So I'll start with these two guys, and it looks like you can't tell from the sketch if they overlap or not. I'm just going to put it the distance and see what we did. You totally make noise, yeah. Because it helps you think. That looks like it went right about there. Then it looks like this one goes next. And it comes out to here, like yay. I think I'm just going to glue them flat down. I'm not going to mess around with adding shims. Too much work. Let's make KCC easy. I haven't done a full challenge in several months, and I'm on the team, so I should be doing them. So here I am doing them. And then it looks like this one comes next. Like so. Oh no, it shouldn't be. It should be. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's gonna have to overlap. Okay. Because it needs to be a little bit of distance away from that edge right there. See, this is the sketch. Okay, then this one. How much space do I need? Okay. Then this one I'll pop up. So this one needs to go right here. This is an interesting sketch. I wonder what Kendra was thinking when she came up with this, because I'm totally seeing bubbles and mermaids on this thing. If you know, if that's kind of your thing. It's definitely not my thing. Mermaids aren't my thing, but okay, this needs to be up a little bit higher. All right. Let's get a foam tape under there. And then I'll need something on there. So then I have to decide, do I want to use sentiment or do I want to use one of the pictures from the, like I'm thinking the Mary Poppins silhouettes might work well here. This is kind of way out of my wheelhouse, so hard for me to think, how do I want to approach it? Okay, so that's the basic design of sketch 10. Now we add our own touch. So I have a silhouette of the chimney sweep guy. But here's all my silhouettes. And it doesn't absolutely have to be a silhouette. It can be one of these. It could be this. This is too big. This is not right. See, if it's that, though, that umbrella is going to hang off and it's going to be really, really flimsy. I'm trying to do this one. Was it a rough day at work, or what's going on? Everything okay, I hope? Fussy cutting here, friends. I would like her to be blacker. So I'm gonna blacken her up here. Yeah, they're good. Thanks. Oh, that's not a black. You know I'm gonna mess it up when I try this. This will make it nice and black. That's probably too much work too. You can totally tell the difference though. I should probably outline first and then color in the lines the way I learned when I was a kid. I haven't seen the Mary Poppins movie since I was a kid, and I don't know. I think I maybe saw it once. Let me just sharpen this a little. Oh, that's right. You have been. I forgot. You're in my group. Is it an anniversary, Linda? Or a birthday, a special birthday? Life's rough for me from Mother's Day until June 3rd. You can keep Mother's Day as far as I'm concerned. I don't want anything to do with it. I know, I'm being nosy. There. Be better, easier to color in. I mean, in a perfect world. And I'm using a Stabilo All pencil. Well, so June 2nd is the anniversary of Joe's passing, and after that, everything's good. I mean, everything's not good, but you know what I mean. Everything's better. I'm not so weird. Oh, there's a movie. Jenny's birthday Sunday. I know, Linda. Well, happy birthday to Jenny. Happy heavenly birthday. And when I say happy birthday to Joe, forever, I say happy forever 27. Up there with all the rock stars that passed at 27. They are much blacker. I'm not loving like the crayon mark or the pencil marks on there, but I still like it better because it's a little darker. Um, the only thing is probably when I go to fussy cut it, I'm going to smear it everywhere. We're going to find out right now. Let me do, and I am going to leave a little bit of a border, obviously, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get that umbrella in there. I'm trying hard not to touch the picture, but eventually I'm going to have to. I'll cut out that last part last. Might even go after it with my knife rather than trying to cut it by hand. And it would really be actually okay if I left that middle part in because she's sitting on something white. So, yay, shortcut. Does everybody have a favorite Disney movie? Does everybody like Disney movies? Even though I know this story wasn't written by Walt Disney. Oh, Saving Mr. Banks. Right. Wasn't Julie Andrews in that? I love Tom Hanks. Or his movies anyway. I don't know him personally. Trying so hard not to touch the image. I have to touch it right there. Yep, this stuff is smudging everywhere. So I'm going to leave some of that white space there. I'm not worried about it, but I want some of it out of there. Go like that. The tricky part is going to be that umbrella is not going to be very steady. So I have an idea. I will pop it up with these little bits of foam tape and then add some paper. Where's the scrap that I cut that white circle out of? Same thickness of paper. You like The Little Mermaid, Pinocchio? I know. I love modern Disney movies. I love the Disney Channel. I pretty much like most kids stuff. Um, I'm gonna have to go with The Emperor's New Groove. That's just a favorite of mine. Probably because um, I like llamas. I don't know. But yeah, it is super hard to pick. I mean, if you're looking at animated, that would be it anyway. Yeah, that'll help support her. Okay, I can see some of that. It's the details in these that run you into time. Oh, don't do that. Oh, you stink. You stink. Oh, Toy Story. Oh, Aladdin's great. Fox and the Hound. Yes. Lady and the Tramp. Oh, Emma Thompson. I love Emma Thompson. I do. Look at, I just got that everywhere. I knew it was a mistake to get that out, but I just had to. I'm going to quit touching it and I'm just going to put it on the doggone card. And if her feet hang, they hang. She's Mary Poppins. She'll float. So I still need some sort of a sentiment on there. Let's see. There aren't a bunch of small ones in here. They're all pretty big. So that kind of makes it difficult to use one of these on that. I think I'll just use every little moment. I can cut that out. Hey, Jana. Um, well, a little closer. They are pretty close together. Okay, that'll work. Look at me trying to get everything straight here. I don't think it's straight, but it'll be fine. Put that right across there. We'll do this one, and then the inside could possibly have that. Probably should have glued this down to a card base before I did this, but I did not, so it is what it is. And this is sticking out a little bit. Whenever I try to trim something like this by hand, I usually end up cutting the piece. So we'll pop that on a card base. Just a white one. All I have are top folding left, I think. Let's see if I have a side folder. No, I don't. That's okay. So it's just gonna open crazy. No biggie. Hi, Melissa. Multiple alarms are set, Elizabeth. Okay. Lay that on there. Except for I ended up cutting part of that part, so we just have to imagine what the rest of it says. Come on. I'm trying to keep my mess sort of cleaned up. Okay, that was sketch 10. Okay, sketch 11 is the one with these weavy pieces. And looks like I need 1/2 inch pieces. Okay. La la la. Oh, I'm starving. I better get on with this. So I've got this, I've got quite a bit of this floral left, so I think I'll use this. And it calls for 1/2 inch, so I'm just going to cut some 1/2 inch pieces. And then I have the matching red. Be great if I could see. Try and get them as straight as I can. So I know that the width of this blade is 1/2 inch. Cut 3 of them. Probably don't need that many, but that's how many I'm cutting. Thank you. Thank you so much for promoting my channel, for coming to hang out. All the things, putting up with my crazy nonsense. I'm canceling, I'm not canceling. Okay. Come on, come out. This trimmer's failing on me right here at the end. It doesn't want to cut anymore. It just kind of bites, and that's all. Here's the ornating red. Trim that excess off right there. Hey, Dawn. What will we be doing tomorrow morning? Well, I'm continuing to work on my junk journal pages. I want to do any stitching or any of those things to it before I put it together. So what I'm probably going to be doing for myself is sorting them out because I have enough for probably 4 journals. So I want to pick and choose through them. I probably don't need 3 strips of this, but I'm doing it anyway. Come out. Out. Come on out. You little poo. I said it nicely. Dawn wants to build her cover. Good idea, Dawn. I've been still thinking about how I want to bind mine. If I want to do it with elastic, or if I want to sew it, if I want to sew it on my machine. Okay, there's those, and then they go on a 2-inch strip. So let's make a strip. White. Okay, that sounds good. So what I want to do here is, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 5.5. Okay, and it starts at the very top. Want to grab my pencil that you can actually erase. And I'm going to grab my T roller here. And so if the strip is a half, I can't see on this ruler on my black. I need something under it so I can see what I'm doing. If the strips are, stay still. The strips are 1/2 inch. It's gonna be right here. Okay, so I need to go every 1.5 inches, or every inch. Well, look at my paper's moving. I'm not even getting my measurements right. Stop moving. Oops, not there. Here. And this looks like it comes down about 1 inch. Okay. I'm going to use this ruler because I can magnet it down. I don't have to hold on to it. And get it even at the inch mark. So I think I could be wrong, but I think that's how they need to come. Like that. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm just going to lay them on here and then trim them off. Let's hope that I'm doing this right. I think I am. We'll see, friends. We'll see. Not worried about the top right now. No, it needs to be. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna eyeball it. My brain is not functioning properly. Yep, sketch 11. It's a doozy, but I don't know. Like I think I've seen Lynn do it, but I don't know that I've seen any of the rest of the team do this sketch. Hey, Vicky. Glad you're here. Late or not. Since it's not a job, you don't have to worry if you're late. Let me get these magnets out of my way. Oops, don't stick them to each other. Okay, I'm going to there, to there. Pick that up before it sticks to the paper. Let's go ahead and trim that one off too. Just because I have a little bit of OCD. Stuff hanging over will bug me. I don't know. I mean, I definitely have room to fit a partial one there, so I'm going to, even though it deviates from the sketch. I just feel like I need it there to be even. Even Steven. CDO. Oh, hi, Mike. I'm glad you're still here. That's surprising, actually. You usually bail by now. Get straight. Okay. So yeah, I didn't need the third strip, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So these ones will be easy because they just crisscross over. I think I want to start my Chris down here. Oh, no, I don't know what I want to do. Let's cut that off just because it's bugging me. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to make Mike come on here again, huh? Bang on something or break something. Oh, that's mean. I'm such a mean wife. I'm a mean wife. Poor Mike. Poor Mike. At least he can't sneak up on me like Elizabeth's husband. There is no way he can sneak up on me. I think gonna like the way this sketch works out, but that's a bit of work. Okay, so this piece needs to come across there. Oops. Okay, I'm already blowing it here. I did something wrong. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. I hate that I got glue on there. Don't let me touch that until I can erase it. Okay, now we're in a rhythm here. Yeah, I noticed most of the husbands of my friends really do a great job. You know, when they come on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe you did that. Let's cut off that excess because it's bugging me. Are my eyes going crossed? Kind of. I like this, though. I like the way it's coming out. Should be using my Spellbinder scissors. Okay. Okay, in the most delightful way. I just am better with these scissors, that's all. So I'm just going to use them. Anytime I make you. You know, Mike wears the pants in his house when I'm not home. Have you guys ever seen that? Hi, Anya. It's a video, and it's a very funny video, meme type video, where this guy sings about how he's all the things when his wife's not home. Yeah, I like them together too. Okay, let me get my glue eraser here and clean that glue off of there because that is icky. I don't like. And I just ripped the paper. Okay, gonna leave it alone now. Leave it alone, T. And I think I want to put this back on the red. Do I have any blue? Let's see if I have a big enough stretch of blue. I do. I have a nice big stretch of blue. And that needs to be 2 1/4. Yes, man. Okay, blue. Yeah, it is kind of a corset vibe, isn't it? Okay, so that's gonna go down on a card base, and I could choose any color I want of card base, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go conservative and do light blue. I don't know. What do you guys think on that? This isn't the right shade of blue. This is kind of a more of a tealy color. Let's see what else. I think most of my blues I have are a teal, in the teal range. I have a navy, but this still has kind of a teal feel to it. Wait, what do we got here? Okay, that's not a card base. But no, no, I don't love it. Okay, I think white it is, friends. Oh, get rolled up in your quilt, Dawn. That sounds lovely. I'd be asleep myself. That's kind of just me, though. I fall asleep. If I lay down in my bed and I'm watching a YouTube or I'm watching TV, I'm sleeping. Yeah. Lace up paper with ribbon. Too, if you did nice thick paper, you could reinforce it and then put, those little hole rivet things in it, whatever those are called. Now, in this case, I can use this T-ruler exactly as it was designed. Oh, I guess that's straight. Okay, now it's straight. Oh, too much sun. Okay, well, I hope you feel better. I don't, I don't like that feeling. Okay, so now we need to have 2.5 by 1. This color. Where did I put that blue, friends? Let's see if I have a smaller chunk of that somewhere. I do. Let's see if it's big enough. It looks like it is, huh? Looks like it could be 2.5. Uh, yeah. Lucky, lucky. And I've got this. It needs to be cut into a flag. And then I need a white one where the sentiment would be, which we probably won't have a sentiment. I don't know where I'm going to use or be able to use Mary on this particular card situation. Don't know that I need to. Oh, look, I got a little itty bit of white on there. Can't have. Oh, we got rain and thunder and clouds for the last couple of days, and it's going to be that way the rest of the week. So, yay. Let's grab some battered foam tape. This is at its end here. This stuff has gotten so expensive. Ooh. And shipping with scrapbook.com is almost $10. This seems to go all the way to the edge. Grab my little flag cutter, fishtail cutter, whatever you call this thing. This little cutter thing. Make sure that's in the middle. I don't really love this thing because my paper doesn't want to fit in there right. And it'll only do up to 1 inch. And this needs to be 2 inches. So then when I go to do this end, I can't get my hand in there. Crafty weather. Yeah. Well, I had myself a nap. To me, that's rainy weather is napping weather for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this by hand because now I've got it stuck in here. Seriously? I've just made videos all day. I think that's why I got a headache. Because I was just in here working. I'm just gonna do this by hand. Call it a day. Okay, that goes here. And the white one needs to be 2 inches as well. Oh, I wish I can sleep daytime, nighttime until it's 2 in the morning and I wake up and I can't get back to sleep. Just do this one by hand too. I mean, you don't even have to do these tail thingies, but I think it adds a nice fancy touch. I think I got that tail too sharp. Like the indent is kind of deep. That's okay. That goes right here. Hey, Bitty Penny, good evening. Hope you're well. So I did use the papers from the Relatively Thoughtful, so I don't feel bad if I pull out my stickers here. These are Diane Revelry stickers, and they're great. They're fabulous. They're clear. I kind of want to say get over it, but it's not very nice. You guys see my tweezers anywhere? They're there. Let's go. I love Eat the Cake, but I already used one. Okay, I still have another one. Eat the Cake is my favorite. And it's not mean or snarky. It's a little on the big side, but that's okay. Okay, there's sketch 11. We did it. I mean, other than, because this is so complex, I really don't want to put anything else on here. I could do a Mary silhouette, but I'm not going to try and color it in this time. Oh, you know what? Maybe, just maybe. Hang on. You're away from the keyboard. Okay, Don. Get warm, my friend. I'm going to just let this one be the black it wants to be, rather than trying to make it blacker. It'd be a lot quicker to fussy cut because I don't have to muck around with being careful. Sorry if I'm quiet. My tongue's hanging out of my mouth. I'm kidding. I don't do that. Or do I? Do I want it there or do I want it here? I think I want it here. Maybe here. I know I don't want it in the middle of this. Kind of want it right there. So I'm going to use these annoying, I hate to be a complainer, but these things are so doggone annoying, but they work well. But because they're so thin, the backer comes off of them super easy and they're super sticky. But I think this is probably about the right height to kind of support her on the one side. Do you guys see my glue? Here it is. Use glue so I can move it around if I need to. There we go. Much better. Now it's Mary Poppins, right? The next sketch, my friends, is a whole lot easier. That took me, what the last two sketches took me an hour. These two. And I had done all the rest of those other ones all in one day, and you know, in one sitting. Okay, so I need a pattern paper for the background. So let's get kind of dying to use this one. Yeah, it worked out well with the silhouette. I thought so too. Oops, that's not big enough. Okay, so I mean I have a bigger piece, just, and that is landscape. So we want to go, first of all, I have to trim off this excess. I love these shoes. I want these shoes, don't you? Okay, so I need to go 5, 3 3/4. Oh, I still need this. And put that back in the scraps. Go with the matching red, which is going to be quarter. Okay, so good question. The paper that these I did not print. These were sent to me by hang on one second while my brain works. These were sent to me by Sally at Relatively Thoughtful. When I do print, let me grab you and show you what I print on. And I'll show you something I printed out today because my friend over at Art Stacks gave me the option to promote the new paper packs by Tamara Laporte. This is what I use. Premium Presentation Matte. And I'll show you what I get. Look at the depth of color on these. Isn't she a fabulous artist? I love her art. As soon as I saw she was doing this month's or this pack, I'm like, oh, I love her stuff. So I printed 2 of that because I love it so much. So even the blacks are black as can be. And I use my Epson Echo Tank. And then as for card bases, okay, I use Accent Opaque 120 pound usually. If it's not that, like my color card bases are always Michael's Recollections 110 pound. How heavy is this? Let me see. It's 48 pound. But it doesn't show glue worms. It's very matte. Like when you touch it, it's super matte. I was going to use this tonight, but I want to get this KCC done before the month's over. Look at that. Can you believe that came out of a printer? That's blacker than this. That's why I told Sally she can just send me the digis because, you know, I mean, I buy this specialty paper and the only things I print on it are like my digis from Bitty Penny, digis from Art Stacks, and sometimes the digis that I download from like Louisa Heinzel or something like that. Like this is Louisa Heinzel, and it just, you know, I just think that it's fabulous, fabulous paper for my printables. And so, but these were printed out by Sally at Relatively Thoughtful. So, where were we? Okay, we're here and here. Glue these 2 together. See, this could be a lot blacker. And I know that if I printed it on my printer, and also I just feel bad because she sends me this stuff all the way from the UK, and I know how expensive shipping is. And I'd rather spare her the expense because she's just a small one-woman business that I'm aware of. Yeah, when I first got the printer, it really didn't want to print red. I fixed that. I don't know how I fixed it, but I fixed it. So let's do this one on a craft card base. So Bitty Penny, I don't know if you subscribe to Only One Life Creations, but they're going out of business. I just bought some Stamperia paper from them. 50% off. Everything in the store. Only One Life Creations. She carries Tim Holtz, 49 and Market, Stamperia, and I think Pink Fresh. 50% off everything in the store. And I spent money I don't have because, oh my gosh, I love Stamperia, and there's this Oriental paper. I love anything Oriental, like art art-wise. Oh, I just had to have it. Okay, so that's the Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap part of that. Okay, so I need one that is 2 3/4. And I need white one. Yeah, that's where I bought a lot of my Tim Holtz dies from, was her, because she would have them in stock when nobody else did. And I have to wait till payday to do any more shopping, and I'm here I am blabbing about it. I should not tell anybody. Should keep this to myself, but you know, I mean, I like my friends to get a bargain. And definitely, I don't have any kind of affiliation with her or anything, but she's always quick to ship. And so many of our friends are going out of business. It's heartbreaking. So this calls for flags up here. And it wants me to use a different paper. So let me see what's going to go good with this. See, I can do the spoonful of sugar on this one. Woohoo! Yay. I think this one. No. Nope. That's how quickly I decide. It calls for 3 flags, so there's going to be 1. What other colors on there? Kind of a light black. No. Okay, I can do a strip of that for one of the flags. And maybe I'll just do white. There's nothing wrong with white, right? Bitty penny. Uh-huh. So I need, you know what? I'm going to make interesting flags too for a change. Let's see, how did I do that last time? I have to remember how I've done it. So I need all of these are 1 inch wide. So let's cut them all down to 1 inch. I wasn't thinking when I chopped that off. Oh, yes, I was. Never mind. I was thinking. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my corner rounder and just do both these corners like so. I knew I did this before. I was trying to remember how I did it. So rather than making that fishtail thing, I'll just do this. So this one needs to be 2.5. This one needs to be 2. Well, and you know, she probably was sourcing her stuff from, you know, a foreign source that's just costing too much to maintain now. Okay. I've recently done a bunch of these you guys will see in a future video. So I could put this one together with my eyes closed just about. I hope that you can join us next year for the blindfold challenge, Bitty Penny. Speaking of, I know, Gloria, it really is. And yet Pam was saying last night, which I know Walmart's not closing, but they didn't even lower the price to half price on the Easter candy after Easter. We count on that. People like me count on that. And this is going to come here. And I kind of want it to overlap, even though it's not really supposed to. I'm going to break the rules. Just going to be a rule breaker. Don't stick to that. This is messy business, you guys, making these KCC cards. Do you like the way it works, Anya, for your digis? See, I want that right there, even though it's supposed to go over here. My brain wants it there. I'm letting my brain be the boss. Let's grab my T-roller here, just so I get it on there straight. So I feel like cutting this out and then cutting out a mat around it. I'll show you what I mean in a minute here. I think I want to pull in this yellow. Let's see if I have another scrap over here. Ah! Everything's falling over on me. I love this one too. I just like the sort of painterly look of them. Okay, I don't have a scrap. Let's see if I have a scrap in here. If I have orange scraps. It's kind of a yellowy orange. Is this it? That's not it, but it's close enough. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I wouldn't like I have a laser printer that just prints black and white. And then I have my HP printer, which I do use for everyday printing. And then my Epson Echo Tank gets only printed on with my fancy papers. There they are. And I made last night spam fried rice. And I have leftovers that I can eat tonight. I'm hungry. Sorry. I'm talking about food. Okay. See, that just kind of helps it stand out. And then I think I might do another silhouette. Look at look at these prints. They're too big though. This one, nope, I would cover her face. Don't want to do that. Bye, Vicky. Thanks for coming. You know what? I have the big boot. Even though boots and sugar are not even slightly related. I don't care. Oh, you're stepping while you're watching? I need to do that. Really do. God, that would require exercise though. And definitely be cool to have a treadmill. I always say that. I mean, how many times do people buy treadmills and then they just pile clothes on them? So it definitely needs to be in a place where you can either watch TV or read. I don't think I could read while walking. I'd probably fall. Listen to a podcast. Something to distract you from the monotony of going boom, 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 boom. Oh, you have a walking pad at your desk. How cool is that? Even if I go for a walk, I have to take my walker because I can't stand up for very long. I definitely need that boot heel showing. Well, that's kind of naughty. I don't know. Maybe this cinnamon isn't going to work out here. I'm putting the boot on. Like a hamster on a wheel. Bitty bitty. I got a picture in my head. Okay, do you guys see my tweezers anywhere? Here they are. Yeah, we'll pop that up. And that will be sketch 12. That leaves me 6 more to go because you have to do sketch number 15 4 times. That's why I'm trying to save enough paper that I have a piece of 6 by 6 to cut for. Yes. I know, you're right about that, Glow. Some days it's just a matter of me even being able to get out of bed. Okay, there we go. I like it. I'm happy with that. They're all, you know, pretty much non-deviant from the schedule. Let's see the difficulty level of the next. This one's pretty easy, but it won't. I want something that's going to work out with this picture, and that's going to be this one. But I'm not going to take up any more of your time tonight, you guys. Let me just recap what I did. And, you know, I'll probably do the rest of these tomorrow or Saturday. I've been super busy, you know, doing pre-recorded videos. I mean, you see they're coming out of my channel like crazy. So I haven't had a lot of time to myself to do stuff like this. Although, again, you know, I want to use the things that people send me. Okay, so we'll go from front to back. Here's sketch number 1. Got Mary, we've got London or someplace. And then sketch number 2. This one I deviated a lot because this eggplant paper is Simon Says stamp. But I never explain anything. Sketch number 3, still my favorite. Just because I like the artsy style of this, and I splattered it. And it's just, you know, it's a little more on the me side. So that's sketch number 3. Sketch number 4. And this is a silhouette I cut out of her for this background. And sketch number 5. Oh, I did use one with the boots and the carpet bag. I want a carpet bag, don't you? Then we've got sketch number 6, which I used the silhouette again and then cut out some flowers because there are some florals in this set of papers. And the rain and stuff. Yeah, this is a wrong opener too. That's okay. Let's see. I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sketch number 7. The carpet bag. I like that. I told you she was tricky. Sketch number 8. Practically perfect in every way. Then sketch number 9. Apparently spit spot is a term that she used. I don't remember it, but does anybody know what that means? Spit spot. So there, none of it's digi paper, Anya. It was sent to me already printed from Relatively Thoughtful out of the UK. So we did tonight, we did 3. We did sketch 10, which has the little silhouette. Sketch 11, which I've already, I need a little pom-pom on there. And sketch 12. Yay! I hope to get these all finished in time to post them for April. Since it's been a long time since I've done the whole set. I'm a bad, bad, bad design team member. On the double. Okay, like right now. On delay. I got you. Okay, spit spot. On delay. On the way. Hurry up. Now. Okay, friends, thank you now for hanging out with me this evening. I hope to see some of you guys tomorrow morning on my channel with Dawn and our special guest Elizabeth. And we're excited to all hang out, and who knows how long we'll be. I may have to take a break because I'm old people and I'm drinking coffee. So just add those two together and tell me what you think you get. Don't forget to drop me a thumbs up on the way out. And hope you guys have a good evening. Take care. Bye.